Hey, quick question. Do you ever wonder where Cleopatra is buried? I mean, we've all seen the grand stories, Alexandria, pyramids, palaces. But what if I told you someone believes her tomb isn't anywhere in plain sight? What if it's under a temple or under the sea? Stick with me, because today we're diving into the wild, decades-long quest of an archaeologist who's chasing that very mystery, Dr. Kathleen Martinez. Okay, so picture this, a lawyer from the Dominican Republic. Not your typical rugged archaeologist with a fedora, she's a criminal lawyer. But Kathleen Martinez? She's obsessed with Cleopatra. Early on, she decided to leave law behind and go full-on treasure hunter, history detective. She did a ton of research, reading ancient texts, Roman accounts, geography, and she came up with a bold theory. Cleopatra may not be buried in the famous spots people assume. Instead, Martinez zeroed in on a site called Taposiris Magna, about 30 to 40 kilometers west of modern Alexandria. Why that place? Because it was a temple dedicated to Isis and Osiris, gods very important to Cleopatra's legacy. Now, here's where things get movie level. Martinez's team discovered a long tunnel, over 1,300 meters, 4,281 feet, carved through sandstone, 13 meters, 43 feet, below ground. Archaeologists called it a geometric miracle. Some experts even compare it to the ancient Greek tunnel of Eupilinos in Samos. But, and here's the twist, part of this tunnel is flooded. Like, water flows in. Inside, they found pottery, amphorae, jars from the Ptolemaic period, which is exactly Cleopatra's era. So, you have this massive underground structure, partly submerged, and it points towards the sea. Could this be a hidden path they used? Okay, now lean in. Martinez didn't just stop at the tunnel. She teamed up with Bob Ballard, yes, the oceanographer who found the Titanic, to map the sea floor of Taposiris Magna. What did they find? A sunken port, right off the coast. Huge structures, stone floors, columns over 20 feet high, anchors, amphorae, things that look very much man-made. Ballard himself said this was unlike anything he'd seen before. Martinez thinks that this maritime hub could have been crucial. Bodies, or at least, her final resting place, could have been transported via that underground tunnel to the port. If true, Cleopatra's final journey may not have been a public royal procession, but a secretive, sacred route. So, what other stuff has her team found at Taposiris Magna? A lot. And it's juicy. Coins, hundreds of bronze coins, many bearing Cleopatra's face, have been uncovered at the temple complex. Golden-tongued mummies. Yes, some mummies with gold plates on their tongues, a funerary ritual suggesting speaking in the afterlife. Skeletons, tombs, not yet definitively Cleopatra's, and other Ptolemaic era burial sites. Temple records, tablets that name the temple, the deity, Isis, and even mention royal names. But, and this is key, no sarcophagus or signed tomb saying, Cleopatra here, has been found yet. So the mystery is still very much alive. Here's where things get spicy. Not everyone in the archaeology world buys Martinez's theory. Some think the tunnel might have been an aqueduct, not a secret passage for a royal burial. Others argue the port, as fascinating as it is, doesn't guarantee a tomb. There's no definitive inscription yet. Still, Martinez is relentless. She's been working on this for nearly 20 years. She even risked her stable legal career to chase this dream. She said things like, if there's even a 1% chance, I have to do it. And she's not alone. With her team, and with powerful partners like Ballard, she's pushing forward. The Egyptian Ministry of Tourism called the tunnel a geometric miracle. Let's zoom out for a second. Why is this story so compelling? There's obsession. A woman leaving behind a stable life to chase one of history's greatest mysteries. There's engineering magic. An ancient tunnel, carved precisely, stretching to the sea. There's mystery. A sunken port, buried under the waves, holding secrets. There's symbolism. Cleopatra as Isis, choosing a temple that honors her divine self. And there's danger. Earthquakes, floods, time, all working against uncovering anything. It feels like a real-life Indiana Jones meets House of the Dragon, but with more coins, less dragons. So where do we stand right now? No, Kathleen Martinez hasn't found a proven Cleopatra tomb yet. But what she's uncovered is not trivial. The tunnel, the artifacts, the sunken port, these are massive clues. And here's the thing, the more she digs, literally, the more plausible her theory becomes. But until someone finds that definitive royal chamber, we have to lean into the mystery. What do you think? Do you believe her? Is Cleopatra really buried here in Taposiris Magna? Or is this whole thing just a beautifully constructed theory? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If you want more videos like this, history mysteries, archaeology stories, the kind that make you lean in, hit like, subscribe, and I promise, I keep bringing the good stuff.